So we're back again, this time with another new tool for the workshop in the form of a Mazatrol T32B, which is basically a Mazak quick turn. But this one, I've got this plate off, it is Hyundai. I was told this was made under license from Mazak by Hyundai. Quick turn 15N. We got an 8-station turret indexer, tailstock. This is manual, but the actual quill is hydraulic. And we've got a chuck, tool setting eye. You see, it's a little bit of a mess. We got a busted screen on the inside here. This outside's okay, but the inner one's shattered, so that needs replacing. As you can see, it's quite an old machine. I'll do you a little bit of a walk around. I got this about 3 days ago. This was another auction job. Didn't see too much of it before I got it. They showed a quick video of it just running up, showing the chuck jogging and the turret rotating. And when I got it delivered, I couldn't get anything to work. These two sensors were missing for the chuck open close, but I'll go into that in a moment. As you can see, it's a little bit of a mess. Needs a bit of a clean. Show you the electrical cabinet. Now this is just mind baffling to me. There is signs that there used to be a relay there that's been removed and it's wired up. Just been bypassed by the look of it. I haven't really got a clue about any of this. I've got all the wiring diagrams and stuff, but I've got a machine repair maintenance specialist fella coming in 2 days time. There's the twin coolant pumps. But yeah, I've got him coming in 2 days time to just have a go over a few issues for me. When I got it, I couldn't get it to come out of emergency stop. I couldn't get it to run, to jog, the turret to rotate. And where I'd seen that on the auction, I knew it worked. So it really baffled me, but we've spent a couple of days now pissing around and getting it all sorted, and we've actually got it working. So ignore the wiring at the moment because we haven't got it in position where we want it. Before we did get it in position and spend that sort of time and effort, what we wanted to do was make sure that it actually worked properly, because we didn't want to get it, we're not sure, it could go over here, or it might come across this way. So the back of the machine is facing this side and the front is facing the guillotine, just because it will probably be easier to maneuver around there without getting too much in the way. So yeah, power switch on this control. Hold down this power for a couple of seconds. Machine powers up. Now what we've got, I don't know if this is normal, but we've got an emergency stop, error number 128 on that screen. Now it took me forever to work out how to do this, but we need the door in auto. We press the door unlock because the key is actually taken off and put in there. Once that's done, we press this over travel switch and the power. That gets ready the emergency stop. Now I don't know if that will always be there, if it should be there when you turn it on. Maybe one of you guys can let me know. Then we turn the switch to test. Leave that key in it. Again, I don't know if any of this is right. People have probably rewired it to suit, as everyone does. Everyone knows that's what happens with these machines. So now we want to home the machine. So this light is already lit up, so we don't need to press it. And I'm already on 0, 0. So what we do, if I do the X first and jog it away, it will actually come out and then go back. And now you'll see it counting down. Counts down to 0, and then the X home light comes on. Now because Z's already on home, if I actually take it away from home, it will do the same. It will wrap it out and then slowly retract. Now you probably can't see it moving, but that is actually very slowly going, and you'll see it counting down. I think what it does, it rapids forward to the soft limit switch and then retracts to the home position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Z home. Once we've got them two home, then you can pretty much do whatever else you want to do with the machine. Now, we've got this hand wheel here, which will do Z axis, switch to X axis. So if we leave it in Z, and what I figured out from the manuals, if you've got ×1, ×10, if you push them both together, every little increment on here is 0.1. So as you'll see, that's a nice rapid motion. Switch it to the X. Oh, we've got chuck barrier. Now what this is about is I deleted the tool setup on the machine. So it set a barrier for a certain tool that was positioned in here, probably a drill, that if it travelled further than that, it would hit the chuck. So what we do for the moment, until I'm working through these, is you've got a button here which says barrier cancel. Now that cancels all the barrier memories out of the machine. Press reset, that'll disappear, and now we can carry on. So there's that jog wheel, in and out, backwards and forwards. We've also can do rapids, but to be fair, with this rapid, you're better off turn it down because it is fast, and I overshot one of the machine stops. See there, we've gone forward too far, we're actually too quick. On a soft limit, so we can take that out, just go back, because we come forward and hit the X. Soft limit. So now what we'll do, we can then go to this jog button. Now when you engage this jog, it actually works off the feed rate. So on 100, I remember, was that feed rate? I think it was. Oh no, I'm going to tighten that. No, that one won't work yet, sorry. Ignore that. Yeah, ignore that one. So we've still got back on there. Yeah, so we've got them ones. I'm still learning this as we go. Yeah, so let's show you. We've got this for the turret, reverse and forward, then you hold it in. See the turret rotate. You can keep holding it to keep going, let go, or just one push, one rotation, lift it the other way, another rotation. These machines are old, so you've probably all seen these anyway, so I'm probably just boring you with this video, but to me this is all new, so that's all exciting. You've got tail spindle. This caused me problems working out how to get the machine going. If you turn this switch, this is on a spring. Extend. Now if you leave it extended and just let go, it stops, but these lights don't come on. If you hold this for a few seconds, it stays on. Now I never knew that. Now if that light is not fully out or fully in, then it doesn't let you do anything. It doesn't let you jog the tools, doesn't let you start the spindle, and that's what took me a day or so to realise on a lot of Google searching. So if I was retracting it and letting this switch go, and again it doesn't light. Now if that's not in, yeah, sorry, we can jog this, but we can't do anything with the spindle. We can jog it, but we can't start it. If you try and start the spindle, it just says spindle misoperation. Now I was pulling my hair out over that, so what you have to do is, again, you can extend, but when you retract it, just hold it for a couple of extra seconds, it'll flash, then it stays on. Press reset to clear that misoperation error, and now just check we are clamped, chuck open, chuck close. Now we need the spindle down here, as you see, we can increase that because we're just doing this manually. Say you come up in the morning and you just wanted to warm the machine up. Let's go 146 and then this is a percentage of the spindle, so 146 will be around 14 to 1500 RPM. There you go, and there you see on there RPM. So let's drop that down. So if we put it 1400 RPM on this gauge, it's actually 1495, so it's there or thereabouts. So there's the spindle. Now we've got stop, reverse, stop, and we can jog it. Just go slow, we can reverse jog. If you want to look at a certain piece on the certain point on the workpiece, maybe you're trying to get to something to measure or do something. What else can I show you on here? Yeah, one other thing was, again, with that quill, if that's not retracted and this light on, then your tool light does not work. And again, that caused me a lot of headache. So we go to tool data. Now you've got measuring unit off, measuring unit on, and tool measure. So currently measuring unit off means the tool light is retracted. Press measure unit on, tool light comes down. Now I've got a little issue with my one, that one of these, when I got it and I opened it up, was damaged. The tiny little shaft in it was bent. Now I've straightened it, and now the spring and everything works, and it goes back as it should. But in doing so, the two tiny little wires that were soldered on there, I pulled off, which are these two. Now I don't know if this works by going to earth when it's touched, but if I touch this here on the casing, you get that. Now you should get that when you touch any of these, but you don't on the others, so I need to have a look. Wires could come off on them as well, but the good thing is the arm extends and it retracts, which I wasn't sure it did. So you'd go in there, you'd be on your tool. Now if you jog, that tool will change. If you wanted to go to tool 1, you'd be up there. Now in this position, this tool here is tool 1, you'd then touch off. And then you'll see there, it actually puts a number in there. Now when we're done, deselect, and then tool measure off, and the eye retracts. So yeah, we're getting there. That's taken me about 4 days to work that out. I have got all the books for this one, which is unusual, and I'm quite lucky that I had all the books, because I didn't think I did. They're all in the cabinet, T32B, the whole controller about everything. Then we've got programming, which is excellent, so you go through and see out your jobs. We've got the book for the tool eye, through hole rotating hydraulic cylinder, and we've got all the electricals, the ladder diagram. People talk about ladder diagrams, mean nothing to me, but we've got the book with all of that in it, absolutely everything, parameters, the whole lot. So that is a step above a lot of people who get these things, because by this time, this is 1996, and normally that's all gone. So yeah, my last thing is with this chuck. Now, as I said before, it didn't come with these two sensors. Now what you have is when the chuck is retracted, this cylinder pulls back, closing the jaws and drawing them in. Now one of these proximity sensors should be over this. When it's over it, the little light goes out. Now you'll see there, that orange light is on, and so is this one. Now that shouldn't be the case. This one should go forward and be over the ring, be off. That one should be on. When it's not sensed, that will be on. When it's sensing this ring, it will be off. Now for whatever reason, this machine's doing everything properly and working with one of them out of place. Now they may have wired something. I put new ends on here exactly as it was wired, just two new sensors. I haven't played about it because I don't know anything about it, and I don't know how it should be wired. But currently it works like that. It doesn't throw me up any chuck errors, and when it's closed, I've got the close light, and when I open the chuck, I get the open light. So the machine thinks that's correct. But one of these lights, now that's forward, you see this sensing ring is on this sensor, the light goes out. This one's on nothing, the light is on. But when it comes back, that should switch. So this one should go out and that one should come on, but this one stays on. So the machine guy will have a look at that for us, because that shouldn't be the case. Could be something simple. Someone might have bypassed something or switched some wires because the sensors were broken and they were missing. So again, the things have been changed, people have done stuff to get past it and carry on using the machine. Same as the very first emergency stop, it could be something to do with this. I've been told there should be a switch here which rides up on this bar, so that when the door is closed, this switch drops down, and then when the door's open, it would have lifted up. Again, it's just a secondary door interlock, but it was not even there. So this obviously is not picking up and causing me issues. So maybe under here, this has been rewired. He'll check all that for me. So yeah, bored you for 15 minutes with that video, but that's it. All the little aluminium parts I'm doing a lot of timepieces at the moment, and hoping to get more of that sort of stuff. And doing manual tool changes on the Pro Turn was getting a bit tedious, and if you've got to do any drilling, then it's no good. So fingers crossed we're getting the machine to the point that it runs. Obviously we've got to try programming it, but it's going to take me a while to figure that out. Even with a book, this older stuff is very complicated compared to the new conversational type controls. So it will probably take me a few weeks to get used to it and work out how to quickly and easy program some simple parts. But fingers crossed we can get it done, find out how accurate it is. I don't need that bigger accuracy on a lot of parts, but some parts people want me to hold a tolerance of 1 thou over the small part on the diameters, which is, it's doable with the machine. It's not a problem if the machine is good. This has had some crashes by the look of it on the tool posts and stuff in its lifetime, so we'll see how we get on. But yeah, hope I'll keep you up to date with this one, show you when we know how to program it, and show you some parts being made. Cheers for watching.